I have not seen Birds of Prey. However, I have seen a few reviews for it, and one problem I find that people consistently have is that Harley Quinn, a bad guy, is essentially the leader of the Birds of Prey. Which got me thinking, how would I rewrite Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey? And thus, welcome to a pre-write of Birds of Prey. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I'm going to essentially write down my fan fiction for how I think it should be made. Is this arrogant of me? I don't care. The internet's down and I have nothing better to do. I shall call this new movie Harley Quinn versus the Birds of Prey. So the movie begins after Harley breaks up with Mr. J. And yes, she does mope around for a while, trying to get over her ex, while trying to get healthy mentally. And then she notices something. I'm not sure how. Maybe she sees it on the news, or maybe she meets one of the ex members. But she notices that the Joker's gang is essentially falling apart now that he's gone. And Black Mask, who in this version is a minor character and not a raving misogynist, is trying to take over Gotham's underworld. Now determined, she decides that she's going to take the Joker's place and become the clown queen of crime, just to prove that she's just as good as him. And as for her character design, let's get a little. And as for her character design, let's get symbolic. Now, I have never been a fan of Harley's new look. Okay, that's a lie. I'm a big fan of it. But I'm a 19-year-old guy, so that's to be expected. I've never been a fan of the new look, mostly because it feels like she's gone from clown girl to slutty clown girl. So I'm thinking she could wear, specifically for this part, for the rest of the movie, for symbolic reasons, but essentially would be a primary colored popping power suit to declare herself as the boss. So she goes where she knows the remnants of Joker's gangs will be hiding and gives a rousing speech to get them on her side. We have the mandatory beat the shit out of the guy who doubts her scene, and our girl is ready for the gang war. That's like the first 30 minutes, establishing Harley's character and motivation. However, after a great heist that boosts Harley's confidence and popularity among the gang, her second heist is ruined by, to quote what Harley will call her, a gender bent Batman Halloween cosplayer. This is Cassandra Cain's introduction. She's mute, she's fast, she can practically see the future, and she ruins Harley's plan. Most importantly, she's Batgirl. The movie then switches to Batgirl's perspective after Harley and some of her gang escape. She's living with Oracle. Remember, Batfleck has been around for a long time, long enough for Barbara to have become Oracle. However, now Barbara's grooming Cass, an ex-member of the League of Assassins, to take her place on Bruce's behest. Cassandra, however, is dealing with her more violent tendencies. She's a trained assassin. This can be demonstrated in her almost getting lethal with Harley's goons before Oracle talks her down through an earpiece. That earpiece will become very important. Barbara is upset about this, and Cass, using sign language, is asks, won't she be happy to kill the woman who helped kill Robin and cripple her? Barbara says that they're above that. Smash cut to Black Mask's gang being decimated by Huntress, who has a personal vendetta against the mobster, though it's not revealed by dialogue, but more like how she singularly targets Sionis himself over his escaping goons, even though they would have the money that they're robbing the bank for. And thus, we've trimmed down the members of Birds of Prey to Oracle, Batgirl, and the Huntress. They are the hero antagonist to Harley's villain protagonist. I removed Black Canary because there won't be room for her given the third act twist. Renee can be a minor character, maybe Oracle's police contact. Back with Sionis, he gives a call to an assassin to help kill, and I quote, the bitch that's costing him money. His words, not mine. Enter David Kane, Cassandra's father. The second act is not important enough for me to really write anything about it, especially because I'm probably too busy to put any actual pictures of the characters in this video so much. Long story short, Huntress fights David, who is David, and loses. Cassandra doesn't actually meet him, but along the way, she winds up fighting Huntress and capturing her. David watches this and realizes Cassandra is his missing daughter. Meanwhile, Harley kills Black Mask in what's essentially a triumphant climax for her right before the Joker walks in. Yes. And I know Jared Leto's Joker role is basically dead, but I'm writing a story of what I think would be the best Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey movie. And I need him for the theme or message. I need him for the climax. The third act begins. Joker scares Harley before saying she's nothing without him, and Harley is not in a good place, despite her win against Black Mask, as she hasn't really been a good leader. After her initial success, everything's been falling apart. The birds have been demolishing the gang's faith in her, and when they all show they'd return to Mr. J, she feels that she has no choice but to follow suit. Meanwhile, Cassandra drags an unconscious Huntress to Oracle, who doesn't reveal her identity. They also leave Huntress's mask on, to build trust. Oracle offers Huntress a place on the team, and Huntress laughs, saying she doesn't want to be on Batman's girly B team. Oracle corrects her, saying that they are watching Gotham because Batman is taking on an international threat, and he trusts them to handle everything. And then she offers Huntress a place on the team. Huntress declines and they cut her loose. Joker, meanwhile, has teamed up with Kane, who, while he's not going to get paid, wants his daughter, okay, let's be honest, his weapon back. Joker commits some crime to draw the bird's attention, and Cassandra arrives, only to come face to face with her father, triggering a few traumatizing memories. Kane beats his terrified daughter up and berates her for running away, thinking she could escape him. Joker, meanwhile, his gang, and Harley are watching this on what's essentially closed circuit TV. He berates Harley for trying to become her own woman, and then doing what he'd do, saying that she'll always just be his pet, and even in death, she will follow his will. We get a moment where Harley realizes her new outfit is basically just the Joker's outfit with a little more color. Back with Cass, just as David is about to knock her unconscious, Huntress shows up. With the man who killed her parents, did I mention that earlier? Dead. She's decided to try out the whole hero thing. She beats David back and gives Oracle enough time to give Cass a pep talk. I have no unique ideas about what she could say. David beats Huntress because of course he does, he's a member of the League of Assassins, but Cass knocks him out with a sneak attack. She's very tempted to kill him, but Huntress tells her not to. She draws from her own experiences and says that Mask's death didn't give her as much closure as she thought she would. And here's the line I've written for her. I won't stop you if you do it. But do you think it will be worth giving up on what that Oracle chick's been teaching you? Oracle doesn't say anything either, waiting to see what Cass chooses. Cass chooses to let her dad live and they go after the Joker. Kane, of course, escapes in case there's a sequel. Harley, who's been watching this with the Joker on television, feels inspired. She tells Joker that he was half right and that she shouldn't have tried to take his place before attacking him. Harley manages to win, not through brute force, but by taking advantage of the mental problems she's found in the Joker. She taunts him when his men want to help, leading to him threatening to kill anyone who interferes, and makes him act angry and sloppy by mocking him. Think Batman Beyond versus the Joker from that one great movie. So she calls him a joke, says his tattoos are just a stupid way for him to pretend he's special. It's basically like a video complaining about Jared Leto's Joker. Harley takes him down, and right before she knocks him out, she says, and that's the end of our session. And this confuses him who we want, and he wonders visibly how Harley Quinn could have taken down him, the Joker, to which Harley responds, "That's Dr. Harley Quinn to you," and knocks him out. This leaves the rest of the gang confused, wondering if they can interfere now, right before the birds of prey arrive, capturing everyone but Harley, who escapes in the confusion. The movie ends with Joker and a majority of his gang behind bars, and Harley in a swanky safe house. Now she's in a more relaxed outfit. Hell, I'll even accept her sexy outfit as a way of saying, I don't know, this is me, I'm free. And I don't have to dress up so much like a clown like my ex-boyfriend. Once again, I don't know. Oh. And then she looks up when she hears a sound, grabs her bat and slowly goes into the kitchen. There she sees the fridge is open. We'd have seen this fridge earlier and noticed that a milk bottle is gone. And on the island counter, a single yellow rose in a pot. I believe the yellow rose is a symbol for freedom, so that's why I'm using it. And next to the pot is an invite on it. And this invite has a mermaid, or more accurately, a siren. Harley looks at it, she smiles, movie ends. So it's not perfect. I just knocked that out and like I literally just wrote that and it's essentially the first draft. But tell me what you think. And please, no spoilers for the actual Birds of Prey movie. I haven't seen it and I want to give it a chance. And tell me what you think in the comments. And please, if you want more content like this, like and subscribe.
Looks clear. I'll head that way.